In 100 days, Victorians will go to the polls to determine who is to be the government of Victoria for the next 4 years. In the interest of rural and regional Victorians, I urge you to support the incumbent government, the Liberal National Coalition government. The Nationals have been in this parliament in different iterations for the best part of 100 years. Our place in this parliament is to represent rural and regional Victoria. We are the only party which is the specialist party dedicated to the interests of rural and regional Victorians. We put locals first. That is why, in the course of our programs over the past 4 years, we have been able to deliver a raft of benefits for rural and regional Victorians, because we know when the regions of Victoria do well, all of Victoria does well. We were instrumental in designing and delivering the Regional Growth Fund. This is all about people. This is about mums and dads. It's about their families. It's about their futures. It's about the small business sector in particular. It's not only about our farming communities, which of course are always dear to our hearts in the Nationals. It's about all those other small to medium enterprises in their many different forms that go to make up who we are in rural and regional Victoria. We truly are the sum of the parts. It's why we ask you on election day to support the coalition government, the Nationals in particular, in making sure we are returned to government. We cannot afford to go back to Labor. We cannot go back again to a party in the form of the Labor Party, which cannot manage money, which demonstrably cannot manage major projects. We will all remember the famous faults they have made. We will all remember for the next 30 odd years the desalination plant. Those who pay rates to Melbourne Water will be spending $1.8 million a day for the next 30 odd years to pay for Labor's folly. We'll all remember the north-south pipeline. Remember they said they would never pipe water from the north of the state into Melbourne? Well, they did it. They betrayed the trust of Victorians once, twice, many times over when they were in government. If we return Daniel Andrews and the Labor Party he leads as the government of Victoria, we will have more of the same. And remember also, Daniel Andrews is not a man of his own means. Daniel Andrews is reliant upon the union movement in particular, and specifically the CFMEU, John Setka and those who work with him, those who constitute an important part of Daniel Andrews' faction in the Labor Party. Who would be running Victoria? Would it be Daniel Andrews and Labor, or would it be Daniel Andrews and Labor led by the nose by John Setka and the CFMEU? These are critically important issues for regional and rural Victorians to consider as they go to cast their vote. But in the end, it is the Nationals who have an established record of looking after those of us who live outside metropolitan Melbourne. We all want rural and regional Victoria to prosper. Given that you want that to happen, I urge you to support the Liberal National Coalition government when we go to the polls on the 29th of November 2014, 100 days from today.